We're going to be doing a Q&A, but the beginning portion of this video is going to be with questions and some statements that I got about the Duggars. And then the second portion of this video is going to be pregnancy related questions. Also going to be eating breakfast because it's 9 in the morning and I'm really hungry. The baby's hungry. He was kicking me and he was kicking my bladder. He actually almost made me pee my pants last night. So that's been fun. I have one of my pregnancy cravings right here, which is fruit cocktail. I'm not proud of this. This is one of my pregnancy cravings. Fruit in general, but something that I've been like wanting is like canned fruit or like the fruit cups. My non-pregnant self would be grossed out by the idea of eating peaches from a can or a fruit cocktail from a can, but I'm not even joking. The other part of my breakfast, I made a breakfast sandwich that I actually wrapped in aluminum foil because I had to set this whole camera situation up and I didn't want it to get cold. This has sausage on it. It has a fried egg and pepper jack cheese. I didn't really think this one through. The yolk is runny. Oh, fuck. Bad idea. Oh, that's really good though. That shit is better than McDonald's. Guys, so I still have yolk on my face. The first thing that I wanted to respond to about the Duggars that I got was somebody asked me to elaborate on the building that I saw that the Duggars had went into. I think I mentioned it either in my first or second Duggar video that I did. My husband and I, we used to live in an apartment where when we went into the apartment in the back way, there was this building that was like right next to the road that we would pull into the back way to get to our apartment. How many times can I say that? And so on a few different occasions, we saw the Duggar boys outside of this building. The thing is that there's not really anything to elaborate on. Like I didn't like go peek in the windows or go like, you know, messing around with anything or spying on them. I just thought it was really weird that there was nothing but Duggar boys out there. Like, where's the girls? Why is it just a boy thing? Like, when I grew up going into church, we didn't separate men from women. If you guys go to church where you do any sort of separation like that, let me know what they possibly could have been doing. You guys, some of you guys could probably answer that better than I could. I don't know what they were doing in there. I don't understand girls' night, boys' night. I don't understand that stuff. I like hanging out with men and women just the same. I don't get like extra enjoyment out of just hanging out with the girls. Like, I've never been that way. No, nothing against anybody who is like that. Even if Mark and I had like a bachelor or bachelorette party, we would have wanted to be hanging out with each other at it too because we're best friends. Or like when I was going to have a baby shower, I was gonna have men and women there because why would I just have it with just girls? Like Mark's baby too, you know what I mean? So in church specifically, it's like, what is it that you're teaching the guys that you're not teaching the girls or vice versa? We've talked about what the Duggars follow a lot, so we kind of know how they separate, like with IBLP and everything. We kind of know why, so maybe they have something like that where they're teaching the boys something there specifically that they're not teaching the girls, but there's not really anything to elaborate on. Somebody sent me something and I actually saw a comment very similar to this where they were like, you're obsessed with the Duggars. You know, I kind of wanted to respond to this comment though, even though it wasn't a question. I want to help like broaden this person's way of thinking and broaden their horizon a little bit because they seem to think that if they go to somebody's YouTube channel and they only post a specific type of content, that means that they are obsessed with it. I mean, I think maybe if I did like a video like every single day about the Duggars, or like I did a video and it was like over stupid shit, like a Duggar farted today, like then maybe I'd be obsessed. I can assure you that most people aren't one-dimensional. Most people don't just sit there, eat, breathe, sleep, and think one thing. Some people do. Don't get me wrong. There are 24 hours in a person's day. There's so many things that go on in people's lives. And for me personally, this is just for me personally, I can't speak for anybody else that does Duggar content. I started doing Duggar content because I had one video that I did mid last year because I had some shit I wanted to say. I did really well. People really liked it. They wanted more. So I did more because people really liked it. Like the more people are like, we want to see more of this. If I'm enjoying talking about that type of thing, I'm more than likely to do more of it if that's what people want. But when I'm researching for a Duggar video, editing a Duggar video, filming a Duggar video, that's really the only time that I'm thinking about what's going on with the Duggars, unless there's something new in the news with Josh's trial or anything like that. Like if there's something new that pops up, then I'm, you know, seeing what's going on, but I'm not sitting there Googling the Duggars, searching up the Duggars, watching everything with the Duggars, eat, breathe, sleep, thinking the Duggars. I just think some people they don't think very deep. I'm like trying not to be mean, even though I've had some people be mean to me on here, but I'm trying not to be mean. I just don't think people think very deep into things. Like they see something and they think that's all that somebody is about. And the funny thing is that every time I do something different, people always tell me the type of thing that they want. So it's like no matter what I'm doing online, somebody always wants something different. So I just have to do what I want to do. And actually on that note, like if you guys have any other type of topics that you want me to talk about that isn't Duggar related, feel free to leave them down in the comments. So one of these comments that I got that was connected to the Duggar thing, it was really funny because they were like, you're obsessed with the Duggars and all you do is talk about the Duggars and when are you going to do other content? I'm trying to figure out if I want to stay subscribed, and also it's really weird that you were going to do a virtual baby shower. I've never heard of people doing that before. On YouTube, you can click on someone's name and you can see if they're subscribed, and you can also see any comment that they've left you. Like you can see, well, you can see the top 3, but you can see how many times they commented and whatnot. So I clicked on this person and this was the first comment that they have ever left me, and it was like, you need to be doing the type of content that I need, and what you're doing right now is weird and I don't like this, like stomping their feet like a little kid. And I'm like, you literally haven't ever contributed anything to my channel. You've never commented before. The only time you've ever commented was to say something snarky and rude. So I just went ahead and blocked them so I could unsubscribe them from me for them, because I'm like, if you don't have to be here. That's another thing. Like people do not have to be subscribed to somebody's channel. You don't have to click on somebody's video. Like if the content that somebody's putting out you're not interested in, you don't have to watch it. Like the amount of YouTubers I'm subscribed to that I've been subscribed to for years, where they've changed their content numerous times. If there's something that they're doing that I'm not interested in watching, I've never thought to click on it and comment anything. I don't care. Like people aren't one-dimensional. They have, you know, different things that they want to do, and I respect that. I also wanted to respond to the it's weird that I want to do like a baby shower thing before we get into the pregnancy Q&A portion of this video. I saw that comment. It's not the first one I've gotten. I've gotten a few, because if you guys don't know, I opened a registry link, and I didn't just give it to friends and family, I also shared it with my subscribers. And I've had a few people say that it's weird or that they've never seen anybody do it before. I actually got that idea from somebody else. I've gotten DMs, I've had people tweet at me, do you have a PO box? We want to send something to your baby. I have a baby shower registry link. We want to get something for your baby. Like there are people that want to feel included, and of course I'm gonna let them do that. I think a lot of people forget, like we're in a different time. Hi babe. We're in a different time where social media is huge. We're in a world that is very, very digital. Like these things are cool and exciting and fun, and if you frown upon them, that's fine, it's not your thing. But for other people but for a lot of other people, that is their thing. That is something that they like. And the people that have sent over gifts and stuff, everybody's really excited about it. They're really excited about the video. They're excited to be a part of it. So I'm not gonna not do a virtual baby shower with friends and family and include some of my subscribers in it that want to be included, because there's some people that think it's weird or that don't like it. You guys don't have to. You don't have to watch the virtual baby shower. You don't have to look at the registry. You don't have to do any of that. But some people like that. Some people have asked about that. Not everybody has the same opinion. And I saw somebody else say, like, if you don't have the money to have a baby, don't have a baby. And I'm like, do you say that to anybody that has a baby shower? Because not everybody, but most people have baby showers, and it's not because they don't have the money, it's because it's helpful. So if somebody wants to get something, that's one less thing that they have to worry about. So somebody asked me baby names that I love but won't be using. There are a lot of names that I'm like, do I even want to say that? Because there was another question that kind of ties into that, where somebody was like, do you guys want more kids? Like, how many kids do you guys want? We didn't know how many kids we wanted. Now that I'm pregnant, right now I want at least 2. We talk as if we're gonna have 2, but also we still haven't even had the 1 yet. He's still in my belly. So who knows how we'll feel once he's here. You know, we could feel a completely different way and be like, we just want the 1. You know what I mean? You're never gonna know until you're a parent. So right now we don't know how many kids we want, but the baby name things, baby names I love but won't be using, it makes me nervous to say those names because we're gonna have probably a second child, and there are names that I may use. There's a girl name that we knew that if the baby was a girl, she was gonna be named this name. Some of my friends and stuff know the name, but if we have a girl one day, that will be her name. Then there were also other boy names that if we have 2 boys, that I will wanna use those names for them. So I guess I do have like a full list. I could look and see like what's some that I like, but probably wouldn't use. For girls, I really like the name Sora, I like Sigrid, I like Arya. I really like the name Sloan, but we'll probably never use that name because Mark doesn't like it. So we'll probably never use it, but I really like the name Sloan. I liked the name Grim, Moon, I liked Gray, I liked Aloy, I liked Arrow, I liked Ocean. There's some names that like maybe I won't use because we have a name where I'm like pretty set. So those are some names that I like for girls. For boys, I really liked Mark's middle name, and I would use his middle name for a first name for a boy, but he didn't like that. He's like, he does not like his middle name. I think his middle name is so cool. And that's Landis, but I think that's a really cool name. So we'll probably, if we have 2 boys one day, I will try again to incorporate that somehow because I like that name. Orin was a contender, but I don't think we would ever use it, to be honest with you. We were gonna spell it A-U-R-Y-N instead of O-R-I-N. We did really like that name until we found his name, and as soon as we found his name, we're like, that's his name. Like, we already talked to my belly with this name. I'm not saying it publicly though, you guys are gonna have to wait. Another name that I like for boy is Shade. I like the name Rain. I really like the name Sire. I think that name is so cool. I don't know, maybe some of the names that I said, I may use one day. I don't know. Someone asked, how much did we try for a baby? Mark and I only tried once. Like the first time we tried, boom, bang, we had a baby. Literally, it happened so fast. I'm already halfway through the pregnancy. Like, it happens fast. Like, I thought that it was gonna be longer because I was 31 when we tried. I thought it was gonna take a little bit. It did not. It was literally like, we tried and then I was having symptoms 3 days later. Like, I guess it was implantation symptoms, but yeah, it was one time for me. I just know that it's not like that for everybody, and I don't want to make anybody feel sad or trigger anything when I say that, because I know that for some women it's really, really, really hard. Like, I watch some women on YouTube where they've been trying to get pregnant for a long time and haven't been able to. We were very lucky. We were very fortunate. And if you're someone who's trying to get pregnant, I'm sprinkling the baby dust through the screen at you, and I hope you get your positive. Somebody asked how my mental health has been. I struggle with anxiety, but ever since I got pregnant, I have been the most level-headed, calm I've ever been. Like, I thought when I stopped taking birth control in like 2016 that I was calm, but getting pregnant and no longer having periods, I realized how much the periods affected my mood, affected the way that I handled situations. My mental health has been amazing since I got pregnant. My anxiety is almost non-existent. I mean, I get anxious, but not anywhere near the level of anxiety that I would get before. I have heard where people struggle with their mental health a lot while they're pregnant. Mine's just been the polar opposite. My mental health has been better since I've been pregnant. And even though there's cons to being pregnant for sure, like the pains have started, or like when I was nauseous or being tired, the overall positive feeling that I've had since I've been pregnant, I really love, and it might be contributing to why I want more, because it's been a good experience mental health wise for me. And I feel very lucky for that, because like I said, I even told my doctor about my anxiety and we were gonna keep an eye on it, but it's just like every time I go in, they ask me how my mental health has been, and I'm like, I feel great. Like, not having periods is amazing. I really hope that breastfeeding works out for me, and I hope that when I'm breastfeeding that I'm one of those lucky women that don't have periods while they're breastfeeding, because that would be amazing. Like, what was your experience with breastfeeding and periods? Like, did yours come back? I know some women's do, and I know other women don't. Somebody said, do you think your cats know that you're pregnant? I'm not really sure. Like, I did feel like there was a point my first trimester where my cat Luna was extra cuddly, but she's also always been cuddly, but I just felt like she was a little extra cuddly than normal. Also, Mark was watching The Walking Dead one day and a baby started crying, and she literally ran into the living room and to the TV to see what was wrong with the baby. And I was like, she knows, like, because she's never done that before when babies have cried on the TV. Now, our other cat, Anna, the one that's behind me, she just recently went deaf when I got pregnant, she went deaf. She lost her hearing. So she's just been acting different in general. She howls a lot. She'll walk through the house and she'll just belt it. She like loses us because she can't hear. So she'll forget where we are, even if we're right in the same room. And she's been extra needy, but I really don't think it's because of the pregnancy. I think it's because she can't hear, because all of the symptoms that she exhibits are that of a cat that's deaf. And it's really sad. Like, she'll go into the bathroom and howl. And I was reading how like cats do that because they can feel the vibration. So she likes to go in the bathroom and howl now. So she's just been acting different in general. It was a really bad time for her to go deaf because we have to figure out, they sleep in the room with us. Now we're having to slowly get them into a new routine. They're still in with us right now, but we're gonna have to gradually get them to where they get used to the door being closed at night. And I don't know how long that's gonna take of them getting used to it, or if they ever will, but it's like, with how loud she meows because she can't hear, like the baby cannot be around that. So we're trying to give her the love that she needs and to help her out now that she's a disabled cat. And also it's like really bad timing because we're about to bring a baby in the house that is gonna need it to be quiet when he's sleeping. So we're gonna have to figure out how to navigate that. We're gonna do our best because our cats aren't just our cats, they are our babies as well. Different type of baby, but they're our babies. And it's really important for us to know that they feel just as loved as they always have and don't feel replaced or anything like that. And I know locking them out of the room at night, they're not gonna like that, and it's gonna break our heart, but it's like, they can't go in there howling. Somebody asked what my weird food cravings are. I haven't had any of those like really weird ones where like people are combining like weird shit. This fruit cocktail out of the can thing, that's pretty weird to me. Also, I can taste the difference in Coke. Coke from McDonald's is superior. If you were to put Coke in front of me from Panda Express, Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, I don't think Taco Bell has Coke, I think they're Pepsi, but if you were to put a bunch of different Cokes in front of me, Coke in a can, Coke in a bottle, Coke from a 2-liter, Coke from a smaller bottle, Coke from a glass bottle, I can taste the difference in every single flavor. Like, they all taste like a different soda, even though it's all Coke. And yeah, that's something that can be that way even if you're not pregnant. But since I got pregnant, like, I can really, really tell it's completely different for me, like the flavors. One of my weird cravings that has been consistent, which isn't weird, but one of my cravings is McDonald's Coke. But if I can't have that, Coke in general. Coke in general is fine, but McDonald's Coke, that's like a treat to me, and it's amazing, and I get so excited to have it and I devour it. It tastes so crisp, makes my nipples hard. There were 2 mornings where I woke up wanting really weird shit. One morning I woke up and I wanted Swedish meatballs. So I made Swedish meatballs at 8 in the morning. Another day I woke up and I wanted corn casserole, which I've never had before in my life. Don't even know what it tastes like. But I woke up, it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I want corn casserole. Do I have all the ingredients for corn casserole? I didn't have all the ingredients for corn casserole. I had to make homemade sour cream. I had to make homemade cream corn. So I'm making all these homemade ingredients to go in a corn casserole that I've never had before at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. One of my first ones where I was like raged over it was pierogies, which if you don't know what those are, it's a Polish food. It's got like mashed potatoes on the inside and they are so good. Somebody asked if we're going to be moving the baby, how we're gonna be doing the nursery. And I had a couple other questions that were related to nursery or where we're gonna keep the baby and things like that. We're not able to move right now. As you guys know, we had that house flood situation. So moving isn't an option for us at the moment. So we have to sign another lease for a year. So we're hoping to move next year. It'd be next summer after our lease is up. So right now the apartment we live in, it's not a small apartment, but it's also not very big. Like, we have 2 bedrooms. So because I work from home, one of those has to be the office. And I am gonna be exclusively breastfeeding. I mean, I hope that it works out. I know that you never know how things are gonna go, but that's my goal, is to exclusively breastfeed. So because I'm gonna be doing that, it's gonna be easier on me and on the baby and on us as a whole for him to be in our room anyways. So he's gonna be in the bedroom with us. So I'm basically doing a master, that is so loud. I'm so sorry. They're doing construction out there and this dude has been backing up for 50 years. But we're gonna be doing a master nursery combo in the master bedroom, which works out perfectly for us because I'm gonna be breastfeeding. I'm gonna want him right there. I'm not gonna wanna get up and go in the other room every time I have to feed him multiple times a night. So he's gonna be in there with us for now. And then we'll work out the kinks as we go. So I am redoing we are redoing our bedroom and gonna make it super nice. We've already gotten some stuff for it. I'm gonna be showing a lot of that on members. If you guys are interested in seeing what we do with the master bedroom, you could definitely become a member. Like redoing like a room for nursery is something that's so exciting for moms, especially first-time moms. And it's something I want to do, but because I can't do that, we're just redoing our master bedroom and gonna make it feel just as exciting as redoing a nursery room. Somebody also asked me if I'm gonna be doing lifestyle or family content, like family vlog stuff. No, I'm not gonna be doing family vlogs. Like on members, you'll probably see our son the most because I have to do members content and I'm gonna be a mom, so he's probably gonna be seen the most there. I'm not gonna be making content off of my child. There are a lot of family vloggers that get under my skin. There's a lot of things that I just feel like is really toxic to children. There are people that I watch that do videos with their babies and their kids in a way that I feel is appropriate. The people who constantly make family vlog content off of their kids and throw their kids in the thumbnails and like try and make all this drama out of their children. Like I saw a TikTok the other day of some family vlogger that just pissed me off and made me be like, I kind of want to do a video about this shit. That's not gonna be me, because here's the thing, like I have chosen to put myself on the internet. My son needs to be able to have that choice as well. Like, I just feel like it's not fair to him. He deserves to have that choice. I don't like when people show a child's like private moments all the time on the internet. I think it's really toxic. So it's not something that I'm gonna do, to be honest. I mean, I've literally talked about like what the Duggars do. You know, Jim Bob putting his kids on TV and then taking the money that like they earned for him and then paying them essentially minimum wage from being on the show. No, like I'm not gonna do content that gets views because of my child and then take that money and like, I don't know, there's just so much about it that's just like not something that I want to do. So it's something that I'm not gonna be doing. It doesn't mean that you guys won't ever see him. Like I have considered doing like that thing where some people never show their child's face. I will figure out how private I'm gonna be about him specifically when he's here, but I know that it's gonna be pretty private. But I don't know how private at the moment, but I know for the most part that it's gonna be pretty private. He deserves his privacy and I wanna give him that. So no, I'm not gonna be doing family vlogs or anything like that. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's doing something really weird right now. So I think it's my time to go before I lose this footage because it's doing weird shit. And also that repetitive beeping outside is driving me insane. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was different. I enjoy doing videos like this on occasion and I thought it was fun. And I hope you guys liked this and I'll be seeing you guys very soon for another video.